Hey guys, welcome to another episode of America's favorite quarantine podcast, Find Your Beach, brought to you. Sorry, I got a little twist.
Do you want to maybe start over?
Nope, there we
You
go.
sure? Okay.
Hold on. This is how Rosebud sees me.
Yeah. Like an old man with a blanket over his legs, leaning back in an orthopedic chair.
You guys, we're at my parents' house in Maryland. We just got back from. I'm gonna fix the chair. Don't worry, babe. We just got back from Rosebud's parents, and we decided to double up. Isn't that right?
Yeah. We did a dad trip, and if you're wondering why the audio sounds like this, it's because we're in two different rooms of the house, zooming each other because we did forget the microphones.
Yeah, we forgot the microphones. We forgot.
Well, I should say Andy forgot the microphones because it was his responsibility to remember the microphones, and he forgot them.
Yeah, that seems fair. That
It
seems really fair.
Well, it's important, that they know whose fault it is. So
I think that's always actually I hear that a lot with different like marriage and like relationship advice is you always want to have somebody who takes blame. Like somebody, it's somebody's fault, and you guys have to know who. That's like a really important thing.
Yeah, and if you're, because it's like if everything falls apart and the relationship crumbles, it's like how will people know whose side to pick?
Mm-hmm. I've heard that. I've actually heard that quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's in every relationship book I've ever written.
I played golf with Rosebud's dad this weekend, and he said to me, marriage is a game of risk.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of, he went into deeper things, kind of different, methodologies, ways to prepare yourself for different outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
And
this was while you guys were driving in the golf cart, and his current wife was forced to walk.
We did make her walk. Yeah, we forced her to walk. I gotta tell you, there is no better way to quarantine than at a country club. I think that I saw the light, I saw the wisdom in it. And I'm on board. We're giving up on our dreams. I'm gonna get into some kind of weird titled profession, like head of securities at like and not like security, but securities, or like press relations at like a lobbying firm. And I just, I make $250,000 a year. My job is kind of just nebulous, assistant to the vice president of communications. And we just live in the DC area, and we go to a lot of dinners, weekend functions.
Did you discuss any of this with my dad?
Yeah, I talked with both of them. Your stepmom was harder to hear because she was running behind the golf cart, but
yeah,
this is our future,
Yeah. So what did he say? I mean, did you ask him? Did you say, "Excuse me, Mr. Baker, I'm looking for a job that's nebulous, that will earn me $250,000 a year, where I can be vacationing in country clubs and also the member of certain exclusive groups." Did you say any of that?
No, we got to that. I didn't start it. He kind of took me aside, and by aside I mean he kind of just drove a little bit, like he veered away in the golf cart so that we could kind of have some privacy, because your stepmom was at like a steady trot, she was kind of trying to jog along, but her golf bag was pretty heavy. And he said, "Look, I've seen your comedy. You're very funny, but it's not going to happen for you. I have
Wow.
people at the C. Yeah, he said, I have people at the CIA. I have people at the NSA, and we know the trends. You don't think we know pop culture?" He said,
Hmm.
"Eh, trust me, you're on your way out. You're a straight white male comedian without a strong perspective. You're kind of just a goofball, and you're not goofy enough to be like a Zach Galifianakis, and you're not biting enough to be a Louis C.K. And
Uh-huh.
by the way, we can make it happen or not for any of them.
Wow,
And
it almost sounds like my dad matches like the voice in your head or something.
yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. But anyways, he goes, I can take care of you, Andy. You know,
Hmm.
he
Hmm.
said, my daughter's got that whole, I'm like a tough boarding school reject.
Hmm.
I'm a brassy alcoholic, and she'll be fine. And I've made sure she'll
Yeah,
be fine. But
right.
you, if you're going to be the father to my grandchildren, need something a little more stable. And so here's your options. And I took it.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine Thanksgivings at the Boar's Head Inn in Charlottesville, Virginia?
Crazy.
Going to conferences in Dubai?
Wow.
I mean, I love show business and I want to, write, but it's like, who cares? We
Yeah.
can get married in the Amalfi Coast.
Yeah, we could. Just like them. Just like them. And I'm surprised, you know, that he had so much faith in your ability to work for like the Federal Reserve Bank when he so clearly just has not an ounce when it comes to your comedy, which
Well,
came
here's
from
the
your
thing.
mind.
He said, I've seen a lot of you. He said, I've seen a lot of you. You guys
Hmm.
that, you want to go off and forge some kind of road. You want to be in some kind of, he said, you're not. You're a wonk. Be the best guy in a campaign. Be the best guy at a firm. Be the best guy, handling events.
Huh?
Because that's what you are. You're going to be great at that. You'll shine, you know?
Wow. Wow. And did he offer any, I don't know, connections or job offers or
He said, you just say the word and you guys will be real comfy down here.
really?
Yeah, he said Bethesda. He said Bethesda, Rockville, Potomac. You can kind of be on that side. He
He
said the
said
liberals live in the Maryland side, but he
he
said it's
said
up to you
Bethesda
because,
needs you.
yeah. And he said, you know, just take it. This is the best you're gonna do. So, and I took it.
Wow. Um, well,
Yep.
uh,
I mean, we're gonna have to stop doing the podcast because I'm not actually allowed to speak as a public figure anymore. I'm kind of just allowed
really?
to speak in the capacity of whatever my position is, and that I don't even know if I'll have that kind of seniority for a while. But yeah, it's really exciting. I'm glad you made the introduction, and we do have dinner plans at the club next weekend. So,
Which club?
what?
Which club?
Rockville Country Club. We're invited to dinner with the Lowenschilds.
The sorry?
The Lowenfelds.
The Lowenschilds or the Lowenfelds? Because it feels like the name
I don't
changed.
know. I couldn't really understand it. They had kind of I couldn't really understand, but I tried
Who
both.
who are they?
Just some friends of your dad's friends.
Friends of my dad's friends. Okay. And
Yeah,
what is their
you have to wear country club attire though. So I hope you have that.
I have plenty of that. Are you kidding me? I got seersucker underwear. I'm
Great.
ready.
Yeah, I'm apparently getting fitted. So, um yeah.
Are
Are you
you getting
excited,
fitted?
babe?
I'm confused and excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it
And
feels a little bit like this whole thing's made up. I don't know why. It's almost like
no,
it's
no, no,
too
no.
good to be true.
Meredith told me also, she said, be delicate with this.
Meredith is my stepmom, guys, just so you know.
She said, tell Rosie to do something about those roots. So I don't know what that meant, but I'm just
She's
relaying
probably
it.
talking about yours.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah, because I have perfect ombre that I paid $300 for, so I have no idea why.
I'm just relaying this. It's
I
not
had
my
a
opinions.
balayage job done that actually she nailed it and she knocked it out of the park. So it's probably your roots.
I have no idea. Honestly, hair is like, I'm just a numbers guy, you know?
Yeah, that's what you are
I
now.
just
Just
beep boop
popping
bop boop
numbers
beep.
in the
Yeah.
Federal Reserve. Uh-huh.
Do we want to stop this sketch and just tell everybody what we've been doing?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Um,
Guys,
sitting down.
we have, sorry, go ahead, Andy.
No, I feel like I've been kind of leading the wagon, not necessarily well. So why don't you go?
Okay, guys. So on Friday we walked to Maryland. No, we drove down to my dad's place in Maryland and met up with him, introduced Andy to him and to my stepmom Meredith, and their two cats, Coco and Cassidy. Yeah, they are
Maine Coons.
they are Maine Coon cats, and they have names that a gay man would give to his cats. But my dad did give them those names, and he showed us around the property. We went swimming in the lake in the backyard.
It's actually the Chesapeake Bay.
Whatever, and
It's the ocean.
doesn't really matter. It's a body of water. We went swimming in it, and Andy went and played golf with my dad and Meredith, who was forced to walk. That part of the story was real. Um, and Andy and my dad drove in the golf cart. Meredith lugged a bag like a caddy, and then we had dinner. We all had dinner together. It was fine. You guys know, my father and I, we have a tumultuous relationship, a tumultuous past. But it seems that we were able to put that behind us and and have a pretty peaceful weekend. It was nice. We went to
I
the
thought it
club
went.
for dinner.
I thought it went really well. You guys really seem to get on, and you guys seem to have kind of buried the hatchet,
Hmm.
which is it's weird. I've never seen anybody do this, but her dad actually did have a hatchet, and Rosebud had to cut her finger on it, and then they both buried it in a hole in the backyard. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Well, it's a actually a ritual that he learned in an Illuminati ceremony. And if you are in the Illuminati, that is how you apologize to one another. So it makes sense that you wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
yeah,
not a blue
because
blood.
it's sort of on the inside. Yeah, you wouldn't know. But so we buried the hatchet in the backyard and we went for dinner at the country club with uh a new generation of baby senators.
Yeah, they were cute. They all look the same. They all have it's honestly, there was when I walked up to the country club for the first time, Rosebud's dad lives on a private island, not his own, but it's like an island community. Um,
My dad's
and
Epstein.
yeah, he lives on Little St. James Island. No, but we went to the country club for dinner, and as we approached, there was literally like 10 boys in a golf cart that were all blonde and they all had white polo shirts on. I mean, it was Village of the Damned level caucasity. It was pretty cool. It was pretty, I felt at home, you know?
Yeah, it's terrifying. Even if you're white, it's a little terrifying, just all start to
It,
see
it was
how
weird to only
scary your
see,
culture is.
I think we only saw like one or two people of color the whole time.
It's good that you were counting.
I always count. Gotta count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't.
You always gotta count, babe.
Oh my god. Um, so and then we sort of well, I got an engagement present from my dad. It was a nice bracelet. He did not get Andy an engagement present. Uh,
What did he said at one point? Oh, the toast at dinner.
we
He
had
said
a toast.
we're excited to have you around for the next few years or something like that. What did he
He
say?
said, "We're excited to spend many years with you." He wouldn't put a number on it. He wouldn't say forever. Um, he said, as long as this marriage lasts, and
Yeah.
uh, and that pretty much explains my whole attitude towards relationships.
Many
Um,
years.
many
Could be
years.
5. Could be 5, could be 2. Who knows?
It doesn't, as long as it's not over 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a fun, heartfelt speech from my dad, and
Baby, don't cover your ear.
sorry.
There you go.
And so it was a fun, heartfelt speech from my father. And then when we drove off, everybody waved at us from the windows and threw knives,
Yeah.
that's how my family says goodbye.
It's a good bite. It's very Knives Out. We had a very Knives Out weekend. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
died, but it was very Knives Out.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Andy did have massive indigestion that he won't admit was stress related.
I have IBS, so thank you for sharing that with all the viewers.
Yeah, he would just go in the
I had to
bathroom and
walk.
fart for
I had
hours.
to, I had to walk to a separate wing of the house just to fart because my gas smelled like only something that could be described as a Holocaust. And I didn't want to put my new bride through that because I wanted her to still marry me.
I can't wait until you actually have paperwork on me and you start doing it in bed. That's exciting.
I'm not gonna ever do it because I still want you to blow me. Um,
Sweet.
isn't that romantic?
Yeah, sweet. There was a portion of the trip where Andy said, would you want to repeat what you said on the dock to me?
On the dock?
Yeah. He said
What
my
dock?
bikini line looked like a,
Oh, you mean yeah. I said, what did I say?
you said my
Look like a
bikini line looked like a shower, uh,
loofah. Yeah, yeah, loofah.
yeah,
Like you had a
which was
loofah going
sweet.
on down there.
It was
Yeah,
nice.
because I said I want to exfoliate my face, which is romance.
Uh-huh. And then repeated that to my sister that he had said
Yeah.
that to me. He was like,
Well, because you
well, I told,
said you told her that I said it looked like a loofah, and then I said, "Well, I want you to know that I'm romantic." You know?
yeah, he said, actually, what I said was that it looked like a loofah and I wanted to exfoliate my face on it. And my sister almost fell in the water and drowned herself. And Andy said, well, I just wanted you to know that I'm romantic with your sister.
I
So
am. You
that
know,
went well. That
I'm a
was,
romantic.
yeah. Um, I think my family is, can I be honest? I think they love you.
That's
They
great.
absolutely love you. And they said that you are, that we're perfect for each other, which isn't exactly a compliment. And I want you to know that.
Hey, I think if things would have gone different, I would probably have a little more self-esteem, and I would not let somebody, you know, like you trample all over me. But here we are, and I'm
Hmm.
happy for what I'm getting. I feel like
Yeah.
I really, I, I saved some grace, you know.
What does that mean?
I mean, I think there was like a certain window of time where it looked like I wasn't gonna come out of this well,
Hmm.
not this
Life.
relationship, life. Yeah, like I was looking pretty depressed,
Hmm.
and look at
Why don't you
me.
tell the listeners what you mean by that?
Well, I just went through like a dip, you know? I went through a real
Mhm.
dip in life. Like I wasn't doing stand up enough or the kind of stand up I wanted to do. I was uh not making any money. It wasn't a career. I was considering quitting because I was like, well, you shouldn't do something for, I guess I was like probably like 12 years deep at that point and getting nothing. And I was like, aren't you supposed to get better? You know?
Mhm.
Um, and so, and then also I was partnerless, you know, series of broken relationships. So I was kind of thinking that it was donezo for me. I thought I was going to go back to Seattle and settle on somebody who, you know, wore like Patagonia dresses,
Mhm.
wore like Chaco sandals to a family dinner,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And instead, you got this river rat.
I got a real river rat. I got a lake person. I
Mhm.
got, what did I say? I say you look like somebody who bartends at a lake bar.
Yep. Yep.
A wait What did I say? A waitress at a lake bar?
Yeah. Yeah. Which was bold for someone that is that looks like FDR in his 30s.
I do, yeah. My fellow Americans, it brings me great joy to announce that we have defeated the Bavarian opponent. Um, what
Ah,
else?
that's great.
And now we're at my
Well,
dad's house. That's where we are now. He should say that. And we had a
yeah,
very pleasant night of board games.
yeah, we played Monopoly. I lost horribly,
Rosebud did a
horribly.
very good job of pretending to be into the game after she started losing.
It's so funny because when I start losing a game, I just get my body shuts down. I get very tired because I'm not used to losing.
One thing I really like is
Because I'm
the
such a
different,
winner.
yeah, I know. You have all those trophies in your house.
Yeah, I
Uh,
win all the time. It's like, that song, All I Do Is Win, 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 no matter what. That
yeah.
is like, I heard that song and I was like, that is the story of my life.
I don't know if he was talking about wettest t-shirt contest, but you know, whatever.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, it's crazy because it's almost like when I heard that song, I was like, this is like, I mean, I've been feeling this song since I was born. And then last night we
yeah,
were playing Monopoly and I started to lose. And I was like, it was like, when you're going through a traumatic experience and you just kind of dissociate and start falling
yeah,
asleep.
yeah,
That is what happened
yeah.
when you land on Park Place and you only have $100 in your
And you have
Monopoly
to
bank.
you have to pay rent to the hotel owner.
Yeah, it's like if I started going bankrupt in real life, I would die. My brain would fully just not be able to comprehend it. And I think I would just go, it would be like full emotional, spiritual paralysis.
Kind of like me for those couple years that I didn't have wealth and fame.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
now I'm back. Now I'm back, baby.
Yeah. Look at you now, just
Look at me
sitting
now.
in an easy chair. Yeah. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, you guys, I just want to apologize for my choice in men. Um,
Guys, now this is living.
this is a commercial for Ashley Furniture. Um,
I can just
anyway,
use this arm. Let's pretend I can just use this right arm.
Andy, can you just sit up, please? Nobody wants to see you in an electronic chair. It's on honestly, I can't wait until Andy gets famous for playing a cancer patient. I can't I can't wait. He's gonna have all the money that he always wanted, and all he's gonna do is bitch about how he's famous for being a cancer patient. Look at him. I mean, he's just Andy, you have to talk. This is a podcast. He's just sliding. I can't.
I'm
That's the
sorry, that was
stupidest
too
thing I've
fun.
ever seen. Oh
Um,
God,
so
he's
what
an
do you
idiot.
think about what's one thing that you think about like as being this is like a weird thing. I don't think a lot of people have to deal with this, but I think most comedians do. No matter really where you're at, like being 30 something and having to go home and hang out with your parents and you're not like we're not married, we don't have kids,
Hmm.
um we vape, and then we have to go and we have to be like children, adult children.
Hmm.
Do you like it?
Do I like it?
I like it. I love like coming here and there's like a pantry. You're like, I'm gonna get a snack. I'm gonna
Oh
sit in the
yeah.
TV room, you
Yeah,
know?
I love that. I love being like college students in our 30s. That's that's amazing. That feels great. I mean, I finished off that white cheddar popcorn like nobody's business last night, you know?
It's just fun. It feels like a
And
little vacation.
yeah, and Gary said to me, anything you want, Rosebud, just go get it. And I said, Gary, I will do that.
Yeah. They like that
Yeah.
kind of brazen attitude. They admire it.
Yeah. I was like, I'll eat your whole house. I said
Now
that to him.
we do have kind of a problem now. We haven't really spoken about this, but we're going back to New York tonight, and we are in a state that is on a list, but we haven't really done anything in public. But still, I think, are we supposed to quarantine?
Mm, didn't really want to talk about this publicly on the podcast, but
Well,
yeah,
I can hit pause and we can cut it out. Do you want me to cut it out?
uh, it's fine. You know, whatever. It doesn't
I can
matter.
start it over.
I think we're supposed to quarantine. Yeah, we are. Uh,
But I don't get it because we haven't gone to anywhere bad. We've just been in Gibson Island, which is like a place where there's no viruses. They already have the cure. You guys wouldn't believe it. They got at the store, you can get the vaccine already. And
yeah,
then,
and they have
know,
chewable versions for kids.
yeah, it's crazy. And then we're here in Odenton and we've literally not we haven't even been anywhere but inside my dad's house. It's just a bummer. I feel like we've already kind of quarantined.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we haven't had any interaction with anybody is like, I don't feel as bad not quarantining when we get back. Um, but I'm gonna try to just like stay inside as much as possible, you know?
We should go get tested. We'll go get tested.
That's what we should do. Yeah.
But we
I
can't
want to get that thing
quarantine.
up my nose again. I miss it.
Well, it doesn't fit up your nose. Um, oh, you were talking about something else.
Yeah, but same size.
Yeah, that's not nice. Length maybe. Um, but we're going camping next week too, so we can't quarantine for too long. We have to go to the White Mountains.
Is
I
that
feel
what
like
they're
we've done
called?
enough. Yeah, we're going to the White Mountain National Park
With Kibby.
with Kibby and another friend. Um, yeah, let us know what you guys thought about Kibby this week's episode. Nobody's reported on that episode, and I feel like it was kind of a barn burner, but we haven't gotten any. Uh,
Yeah. And if you guys are listening to this and you're not a Patreon member, you wouldn't know because you're not a Patreon member. So
we had
maybe go to www.patreon.com/find your beach and you'll know what the hell we're talking about. All right.
I'll give you some highlights of the episode. One, the four floors of horrors in Singapore. That's one. Another one,
Accidentally smoking
the
crack.
Yep, accidentally smoking crack. Another one, the incision was only about a quarter inch, but the doctor said the knife was probably 7 inches long.
Okay, so there's your preview.
Yep.
You can go to the Patreon page and listen to that episode. It's $5 a month, you guys. $5 a month for an extra episode a week. I mean, if you're not doing it, I don't know how to help you. I don't know what to do for you.
Yeah, I
Okay?
mean it's literally about $1. It's like $1 per episode.
And
So
also, you know, who knows? I might take you all the Patreon members to Gibson Island and get you the vaccine first. And
yeah,
not the
there's that.
vaccine that they're trying on the public, the real vaccine.
The one that works for all of us. The one that,
Mhm.
senators get. Also, would like to apologize for the podcast being late. Would like to apologize for this weird format. But we really appreciate everything you guys do, and we're really excited to be here and to be doing this and
Yeah.
to
And I want to
quarantine.
apologize to everybody watching on YouTube. I know it looks like Andy shaves his legs once a day, but I want you
They're
to know
hairy.
they're hairy. Okay. They just look like glistening right now. They look like, thanks, Andy. We didn't need the close up. All right. You guys, this has been fun. I can't wait until Andy's trying to twerk. Um, I can't wait until next week when we report to you from the mountains, right? Will it be next week that we're in the mountains?
Well, the Patreon episode. No, we don't go to the mountains till like next Wednesday or something.
Okay,
But it
well,
will
we'll
be
be packing
exciting
up.
because we'll be hanging out with Kibby more.
And it will
And
be our last episode because I will probably kill us all in the mountains.
yeah,
So that'll
that's
be exciting.
exciting.
I haven't
Yeah,
decided how
that's
I'm going
really
to do it
fun.
yet, but I think it'll probably involve pushing you off the edge and then just, going with you.
One fun thing is we'll probably get to do a campfire episode.
Yes.
That'll be
Campfire
exciting.
episode. Hell
Maybe
yeah.
we'll tell scary stories.
Little nod to the bonfire with Dan
Yeah,
Soder and Big J.
we'll tell a campfire story like a scary one, like when you kind of like are finally starting to get like your momentum and like a lot of confidence, and you're just having like a lot of like kind of casual relationships with different people that are just like interesting, fun, and then you meet somebody and you kind of have to stop doing all that and then just like do things like take the dog out
Uh-huh.
and buy like story, like a scary story.
That's a scary story for you.
No, that's just one I've heard before.
Let me explain something to you, Andy Haynes. If you want a scary story, I can give you
Yeah,
one.
I'm
Okay?
sure.
You don't have to make it up. And also, you don't have to act like your life before this was some, true Hollywood fantasy land. Okay?
Yeah, it wasn't. It was sad and lonely. You're my girl.
I
You're all I
hate you.
want.
I hate
You're
you.
all I want. Let's give him one more before the end of the pod.
Okay, Andy's gonna lean back in the chair. You guys can watch this on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel,
Oh,
Rosebud Baker.
wow. Now that is comfort.
Yeah, I hate watching this. You guys, thank you so much. You can follow us on Instagram at Find Your Beach Pod. You can follow Andy at I'm Andy Haynes. You can follow me at Rosebud Baker, and you can go to our Patreon for $5 a month. You can get an extra episode and bonus content. We did film this weekend. We got some updates for you on the whole trip, and we'll be putting that out for our Mahalo members. That's $10 and up. But go to www.patreon.com/findyourbeach. We love you. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you don't lick your
Don't
lover's
spit in your
eyeballs,
lover's. Yeah, don't lick your lover's eyes. Don't spit in their
and
mouth.
don't spit in their mouth unless,
Committed, monogamous.
yeah, and they're okay with it. All right, we love you. Bye.
Bye.